This is an upgrade that I've wanted to do for a year and a half, and I'm finally doing it. And now that I've done it, I actually like it better than I thought I would. How's it going? I'm Jared Gillis. Welcome to another All About RVs. Today, I wanted to share with you a fast, easy RV upgrade that we did to the RV this week. And it's replacing the other storage door locks around the RV, so it's all going to be on one key. And when I did it, I found out that there was a few surprises that I liked better with the new system once I had switched everything over. Now, to start off, why our front door key doesn't match the other keys around the RV is because this is one of the first things that we upgraded when we first got the RV. We actually bought this before we bought the RV to put this in immediately because we love the keypad, the key fob, and the option to be able to use the key in the door if we want to. So on our last RV, we had the universal key for all the other doors around the RV for the storage, and we wanted to change those so that not everybody that's in the RV world has a key to our RV. And this one, it wasn't quite as important because it's not that universal key throughout. So we just had two keys in the meantime. But with RV Lock, you can send them what your key code is for the original one that you bought, and they can match the key code for all the other ones around the RV, meaning that your key will match the front door and all the other doors around, and you can program whatever code you wanted to, or have a key fob that operates the front door on number 1, and then number 2, you can unlock the other storage areas on the outside. So very handy to be able to have a setup like this on the RV. So some of our storage on the outside will have keypads and some will just be a key. So there's a few different styles of locks that they have, and this one's just the very simple, very economical mechanical lock to be able to replace on your baggage door so the key matches the front door. But they also have one with a keypad on there. So it's like the front door where we can put in a code and we can lock it and unlock it, and it also has the remote so we can lock it and unlock it that way. And we had our front bay that's a little bit different lock too. This is the RV key latch that we have on that front bay, and so that way we can have it on the same key as well. So there's a little note to installing these on the front bay, but these other ones, the thing that really surprised me is the actual mechanism down here is a little bit deeper than what came stock on our RV. Now, the reason why I like this is because when we were touring some RVs about 2 years ago and the standard stock locks were on there, they don't go quite as deep and it's hindered by the strike plate that's under there. This lock was actually locked, but I went to go lift the handle and it just slipped right out and opened that bay door without even having to unlock it. So with this deeper portion here, and the actual striker plate has a deeper recess in there, so it allows this to drop down even lower. It's like 3/16 of an inch lower than what our stock ones were. So it's not going to be something that will just easily get yanked right open. I mean, locks are there to keep the honest people honest, but anything we can do to make them a little bit more secure, I'm all for that. Now the install is really simple. You just have the 8 screws on the back. So the other one pops off really easy. And then this one has machine screws to be able to go through and catch the lock on the front. And then it has screws here, but I preferred the screws from the stock lock because they had a pan head screw rather than the flat head bugle screw that came with the other one. So I just reused those screws in there. And then the strike plate is just real simple to swap out, 2 screws and you pop it in. We had one where I had to shave off the back of it so that it could set in there a little bit better. I like my doors to be nice and secure so they push up against that weather stripping just a little bit to give you that seal. So minus having to shave one of these off, usually it takes less than 10 minutes to install each of these on the RV. One thing I like to do is when I'm tightening up this screw, I look at the seal on this side because it already has a seal in there, so you don't have to caulk anything. But I tighten it down until that seal is fully engaged, but I don't over tighten. You don't want to strip anything out, but you want that seal to be watertight. Now on this key latch, I had to make a modification because our door is really thin in the front and these are made for thicker doors. So this little latch in the back wouldn't actually catch on that thin piece of metal that it needs to catch on to be able to lock that door. So you can get a different piece of metal here to accommodate for that thinner door. But I just took the piece of metal, the latch, and bent it so it'd be nice and snug when you lock it. Another easy fix that's a little bit more secure rather than bending this metal is if you put in a shim piece back in here. That way it spreads out the weight if somebody was trying to pry this open, and it gives it a nice snug fit. So putting a shim in here is a great option also. So I had this interesting idea. I was going to do the 2 keypads on one door so that way I can open it with a remote and just make it nice and simple. But I thought sometimes I only like to lock one lock, and when I want more security, I lock the second lock. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and see if I like this. I'm going to put a lock on each door that has a keypad, and then one on each door that's a mechanical for the doors that have 2 of these locks on there. And so what that's going to do for me is if I'm just going to bed and I'm locking it at night, I can just hit the keypad and it'll lock both doors, just the single lock on the one side. And if I want to have it more secure for us leaving the RV, I can go ahead and use the key and lock this. So it might just make it easy and simple if I'm going out in the morning and we've only locked one lock, the keypad one, I can just hit the button and open it. And if somebody figures out the code, that way they would still need a key to get into the other one. So it's still going to take a significant amount of work, and hopefully it deters somebody from trying to break into the RV. So here's a couple of important points with this and how we like to set it up. Right now, our combination is 6, 1, 2, 5, and that will unlock the lock here. And if we wanted to change that combination, we would just hold down the 8 and the lock, and then we put in 6, 1, 2, 5, lock. If we want to change it to 8, 1, 3, 1, lock, 8, 1, 3, 1, lock. That now lets us know that we changed the combination, so that code now works. But I really don't like all the beeping. I'll use the beeping when I want to change the combination, so that way I know each one of the button presses is working. But if you hold down this number 1 button, it's going to give you a long press and give you that little beep, letting you know that now when we put in that code 8131, you can hear the mechanism, but it's not that loud, annoying beep. So nice to be able to silence it, nice to be able to change the code. It's nice to be able to have that, so if you come out without your keys, you can still get into the bay. So it's nice to be able to have those options, the code, the key, or the key fob for being able to open these up. So I think it's a great addition. Very glad that we did it. We waited a while to be able to do it, but glad we were finally able to do this upgrade and get all the keys matching on the RV. Now I'll put a link down in the description to the stuff that we put on our RV, from this keypad lock to the mechanical one to the key latch. They have other stuff too, where you can actually open these locks just using your phone, an additional unit you put on there. So the Bluetooth on your phone will tell the module to open up these doors. So very handy. And it's also nice that you can still use the key even if the batteries die. It's not going to make this in the locked position. You can't get in it. So I think it's a great upgrade, very convenient, and it's nice to have it all on one lock. But I think that's going to do it for today. That's everything that we used in the RV and how we installed it, the different notes that go along with it, the hardware that we use, the things we needed to change in order to install it and make it work for our RV. But that's going to do it for today on this little upgrade. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos about RVing, hit that subscribe button. And if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will see you next video.